What's wrong with my phone? This might be God chat. My phone won't call. Wait, what's going on with my phone? What's going on with my phone right now? I don't know. Probably won't answer. Wack!
What's up, bro?
Ain't nothing. I'm chilling out here, man. How you? I'm on stream.
You always on stream.
Yeah, you know. What's the word? You tell me.
Man, I've been trying to get to you, my guy, man. He from Jamaica. You fuck with Conscience?
I love Conscience.
I'm trying to get him up there. He on his promo run. I'm trying to get him up there to you today.
Tell me.
Tomorrow? Can we do?
Yeah. All right. No. If you're serious, if you're serious about it, text me and just text me, and we'll figure out a time right now. Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
I
need you to.
What up? Go ahead.
Me and Flacco just launched a little business, man. I need you to put it up for us.
Oh, let me know what it is. What it is?
I'll send it to you. We doing like a marketing thing for the up and coming bloggers, YouTubers, and artists. Where we interview them, we promote their links and shit like that. I'm gonna send it to you, but I need to get them to you either. What's today? The 24th or 25th?
25th.
What's today?
25th.
I need to get him to you tomorrow. He'll still be there.
All right, let's do it. Just text me, and I'll tell you the time slot I could do. All right.
All right, that's perfect. I'm gonna get it to you. What else going on?
Man, ain't nothing. Well, they told me to call you. They said, man, you got to go see what Wack is up to. So I'm like,
what's up?
I don't know. Like, hey, listen, the Diddy trial is coming to an end. How you thinking?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be real. Bro. They say they dropped a lot of this serious shit, bro. I haven't been keeping up with it, but I hear they dropped a lot of things that was supposed to establish that he was part of a organized whatever the fuck they was trying to do. And they said it was consensual sex. I don't know about the drug trafficking. See, I'm worried about the drug trafficking.
No, that's not drug trafficking. He had personal amount of drugs with him, man.
No, the white kid got caught with the backpack finna get on the...
Yeah, but he testified that it was never for, it was for personal consumption. It was never drugs that was supposed to be distributed on a drug, you know when they hit you with a drug, with a drug charge that says intent to distribute? No. He was copping drugs.
Yeah.
He also said the guy got the same. You know, you gotta understand. He said Diddy never told me to get it. He said other people did. Diddy never told him shit.
Yo, listen. I think he's finna walk, bro. And if he don't walk, they gonna offer him like 5 years, some bullshit.
I think he
gonna walk though.
I think he gonna get hit with the prostitution charge. They gonna give him 5 years. He gonna be home in 2. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I
think Trump will let him go. They give him a nickel. Trump gonna let him go, bro. This nigga launching rockets. He's sending stealth bombers into other countries. Thinking he gonna let Diddy go, bro.
No. Hey, by the way, yeah, somebody just said it. They said it was I'm not a drug guy, but they said it was like 0.07 grams. I don't know if you could say that was Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, it was and the guy testified. He said when they caught me with it, I was cleaning up at Diddy's crib and I just found the shit and I decided to just put it in the bag. Nobody told me to do it. He said nobody told me to do it.
He might, bro. I knew they threw the kidnaps out. They said the sex was consensual. They doing their thing, bro.
Yet they're trying to get him on something that they could give him 20. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what the plea agreements were before or the plea offer. I think they should have offered him. I think they should have offered him 7 and save some face. They should have offered him 7. Oh shit! What the heck? Oh, now the phone works. There we go. Honestly, though, chat, we'll see if he answers. The feds went for the jugular, right? We don't know what they offered him in a deal. Here's the thing. Sex trafficking carries 20 to life. You get caught on a RICO sex trafficking, 20 to life. You get caught with RICO on sex trafficking and guns, sex trafficking and arson, you're going away for 30 years. It's going to be football numbers. Also, sex trafficking for victim 1 and victim 2, which is Cassie and Jane Doe, will carry 15 and 22 as well. The thing is, I don't know if they expected Jane Doe to come across, and again, I'm saying this, I haven't been in court. So I want to preface this and be honest. I haven't been in court. But Jane Doe came off like she was a sex worker. Just like 50 said, sex worker. I don't know if that was their intent. But I think they're trying to get Diddy on 20 years. They want Diddy for 20. Like, it's no way they don't want him for at least 20. And based on what we have now, and even some of the stuff they're like, oh, we're narrowing it down to this. Bro, I'm pretty sure if you offered him 7 years, 5 years, I think Diddy would look towards working that deal out. I don't think they offered him that. I don't think they want nothing less than 15. I think they wanted the jugular from him. Now, here's the thing. The things that could get him over 15 years, I think his legal team feel like they did a decent job of making sure that's not beyond a reasonable doubt. And I'm wondering, as we sit now, do they wish they probably offered him less? I think they offered him 15, honestly. I think they offered Diddy 15 years, if you ask me. I don't think they offered him 10. No way. I don't think they offered him 5. Not a chance. They offered him, in my mind, 15 years. Why? Because if he got found guilty of the predicate offenses under the RICO Act, that is sex trafficking, kidnapping, and arson, just let's say those 3, because they are going to say what predicate offenses it is, he's going to get close to life. He's getting over 20, close to life. Okay? So I think they were saying, man, we'll give you 15. We'll give you 15. Let's be nice. Man, maybe they said 13, 12. Diddy's 54. How old is Diddy right now? How old is Diddy? I think Wack's having some issues with connection. Let's see. How old is Diddy? He already served a year. 15 years, he's getting out at 70. Dunzo. That quality of life in jail, in the regular world, you up $1 billion, you could survive till 85, 90. In jail, where your money don't matter as much, matters, but still not as much, can't get the proper care, no IVs, can't do what you want to do, can't blah, 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 can't get all these masseuses, can't go to your private doctor, can't do none of that. Diddy ain't surviving past 70 in there. So if he gets 15 years, he already kind of served a year, so that would be, he would be 69. Then you minus 5 years off because I minus 4. It's actually 4 for 85% served. That's what you got to do in feds. So 69 minus 4, he's out in 10. Best case scenario. I think Diddy's like, fuck that. I think he's like, fuck that. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I got to tell y'all this, chat. I have a bad feeling. The only case I've seen, well, I guess we did do the YSL case too. I haven't seen us take a major case to the verdict box and us get a fully clear acquittal. And that's what, this is why I keep watching Logic. I keep watching Unk. I keep watching Lauren Conlon, because we got to get a full, like sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, right now I'm thinking, man, Diddy finna spank this shit. But I don't want to be delusional. When we hear from Unk, he's very pro Diddy. When we hear from Logic, I think he's kind of more in the middle. Lauren might fall on the opposite side. She a woman, I don't know. She might, I think get guilty. I don't want no surprises where we're like, what? I want us to be like, oh no, this is what we covered. We're the most in tune with it. We could see why they voted this way. But I do believe that the government wants at least 15 years. I think they offered him 15. And I think 15 would have took Diddy till he was 70. Okay, Wack is back. Yo!
There you go.
Back.
That nigga Ray J out. Ray J up in these motherfucking mountains. That nigga Wi-Fi be horrible.
Hey.
Yeah, man. It's looking like, bro. It's looking kind of, listen, I can see 5 years worst case. And that ain't bad. The nigga almost got a year in coming up on it.
I think Diddy gonna get convicted of 2 charges out of the 5. The Rico, he's gonna beat. I think he's beating the Rico. I think he's beating the sex trafficking. But the prostitution, I think they got him dead to rights.
I don't know. I heard something about him saying the sex was consensual.
No. Okay, that's sex trafficking. And then that's the Rico for the most part. We're talking about prostitution. You flew them people. You was paying money. Even if you gave it to Cassie to give it to them.
Yeah, you're right about that.
The prostitution shit is going to lean towards they're going to do 5. That's a 5. It's a 5 ball. Sex trafficking is 20. And if you catch the Rico on most of those major shit, they're looking to give you life.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, but listen, hey, bro, if Diddy could get out of there with the 5-piece, that's love. He got a bullet in. They might fuck around and give him some house arrest.
That's true too. Because again, if you're saying, remember, all of the shit they didn't let him out of jail for is in the Rico. They said he was intimidating witness. He had guns. He had drugs. That's all in the Rico. So if he only gets prostitution, why the fuck would you keep him locked up? They might just be like, yo, go home.
I'm going to be real. I believe they're going to be looking real crazy when you bring somebody like Diddy in.
Yeah.
Right? You passed up on $100 million. They would have been better off taking that $100 million on the bail because he probably would have got out and did something stupid to fuck his case up. Right?
Hey,
you
by the way,
Diddy in, you passed up on $100 million bail, and you end up with a 5-piece. They're going to be looking crazy.
Hey, by the way, they started the investigation on him last year in March, right? One of the biggest incidents they claim, they keep talking about this freak off happened in June. So it shows all that past shit from 10 years ago. A lot of their case is coming from when they already was investigating him. Shit he did afterwards when he was free. You know why? They could get more evidence on that. So you might be right.
I'm telling you, bro, they fucked up not letting him bail out because, see, when you go to jail like that and you ain't never did no time and you boss up and bail out with $100 million, you get out thinking you invincible and you still try to do sneaky shit. They probably could have made him slip, but the fact that they kept him in there was his gift. what he thought was his curse was really his gift, bro.
Well, here's the thing. Remember, he knew he was under federal investigation. They're doing grand juries. He still was doing freak offs. He had mad baby oil, mad cocaine, mad 2C up in the hotel. Supposedly still doing freak offs. If they let him out on bail, you know he definitely doing freak offs. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So what he thought was his curse was really his gift. Keeping him right there where he couldn't move around and twist himself really helped him. So I'd rather see him do an extra 9 months than get a motherfucking extra 90 years.
That's a fact. Hey, let me ask you this question. Because this lawsuit came out and it's so crazy. You heard about the Fat Joe shit?
Yeah, I got a one-on-one with Cuban Links tomorrow at 1:30. Yeah, I'm watching it. Yeah, I'm watching it. Yeah.
You know, they make some of the same allegations. They're claiming that Fat Joe would sit back and jerk off to other niggas fucking women. They're making it sound like this is an industry thing. I mean, I've never been like, you know, I know a couple niggas in the industry, but maybe I just am out the loop. Is that a thing where industry dudes...
I will tell you this. There are certain groups of people that are into certain things, right? We know it. This is why we keep it simple and we know when to leave, right? There's certain shit we just don't go to. But that ain't even industry. That's just in the world itself. You got BDSM circles. You got orgy circles. You got all kind of shit circles, right? So with Fat Joe, I think the thing with him is as long as those girls that they're saying was 15 and 16
and
that he was getting BBLs for and flying out in and out the country, as long as they don't come to got a BBL at 15, it's record of that. It's record of that at wherever she went. She got pictures, she got all that shit. And she got all that shit. As long as she don't pop out is good. But here goes a hype man. That's like me coming out on Ray J. It's too much history.
Hey, here's the thing though, and I read the lawsuit, right? So check this out. Most of the shit, well, he claims that he was being forced to do sex acts.
Well, you know what he was saying? He's saying he was being forced to be around and participate, or they was telling him they was gonna leave him, or they was gonna fire him. But see, here goes the bad part about it. The bad part about it is fucking Pistol Pete. Hold on.
Yeah, well, they claim Pistol Pete was the enforcer. I think Wack just answered the call mid-conversation. Ole. Chat, let me ask y'all. 5 years for Diddy. W or not? W or not? I think you still consider it a W. You want a full acquittal, though. But I still think that goes under the W category. Right? I think if he gets convicted of count 1, racketeering, L. Count 2, sex trafficking for Cassie, L. Count 4, sex trafficking of Daphne Joy, L. But 3 or 5, whatever. Everybody's saying W. If he gets 5 years, because the way they kind of spun this is like Diddy ain't never getting back out. They spun this in a way that says Diddy is going to jail for life. And if he gets, released on, I don't know, 2 years, I definitely have. And by the way, I'm going to be honest with you. Here's the thing about even the instructions with the RICO case, right? It's like,
talking about, listen, what I'm saying,
yeah.
If I'm telling you, right, I didn't see something, right?
Yeah.
Leave that alone, bro.
Yo. You hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, so that's the thing, bro, is dude been around, and if that girl pop out, or the girls, or all the shit, if he bought a chick a house on the same block of his wife, whatever, I don't know about that shit, right?
A lot of that sound like gossip, though. Yo, it's like me filing a lawsuit against you, right? Imagine me filing a lawsuit against you, But most of the things I'm saying, I'm like, I seen Wack beat up this one nigga right here. Then I seen Wack punch this. Like, none of them are making the claims. You gotta have those people. You can't just.
That's what I said.
You gotta have the people.
That's what I'm saying. Long as them women don't pop out, I don't get what he talked about, bro. Because he keeps saying what the girl. Okay, where's the girls at? Where's the girl at that was 15 that says he paid for me to get a BBL? Where's she at?
Hey, well, you know what his lawyer said? His lawyer went on TMZ and said one of the people that they allege did A, B, and C admitted, I don't even know Fat Joe.
Oh, well, shit. There it is. It's some weak shit. Listen, I told myself, if I look doing the Joe and Jada show, then I'm going to think something. He got to stay the course. Niggas got to stop running. Niggas got to stop running because people coming with allegations.
Okay,
he got to stay the course.
So you're saying he shouldn't take a leave of absence? None.
Hell no, bro. Why? Are you going to take... No, why? For what? The minute you do that, it looks like you guilty, bro. Take a leave of absence for what? Joe's been around, 30 years? His fan base is his fan base, bro. You know him. I've been knowing Joe for a long time.
Yo, here's the thing, though, right? Like, and this is what I realized with Shannon Sharp. If Shannon Sharp never had his own shit, it would look like he either guilty, because remember ESPN told me I had to step off, but he's still doing his shit. So if he never had his shit that he could do, it would look like, oh, he's running. Like this Joe and Jada shit, it looks like they own enough of it where they're like, nah, we not going nowhere. But if we
gonna keep doing our thing. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm leery of. The damn Pistol Pete recordings, bro.
What do you mean?
Because they're saying it's some shit. Part of the recordings where dude is saying he called old boy that just died like a year ago, and he's like, yo, we need you to line dude up. We need to silence him. You get what I'm saying? And he's saying your loyalty is supposed to be to Joe. See, that shit right there is and I don't even know why Pete would be on the line like that, bro.
Hey, I'm not even denying that I think there's a little bit of truth. I think there's 20% truth and 80% lies. Here's the thing. It's Terror Squad. Everybody know Terror Squad. Everybody know how Fat Joe get down. If they were talking and maybe they were like, oh shit, when they were beefing 50, man, somebody got to go handle this nigga. That might be true. It might be a little bit overblown in the lawsuit, but it might be true. Here's the things that cannot be true. It cannot be true with the underage girls. It cannot be true with no sex trafficking, because that's the shit. Yo, listen, you gonna sue a gangster rapper for trying to do some gangster shit? I'm sorry, we're not gonna look at him different. He might have to pay out, but niggas get slapped all the time and they pay out.
Yeah, like, listen, him saying he wanted to do this to 50 with that, okay, they was beefing, so what? That's to be expected. That's how they go. They made up, they cool, whatever. But again, damn phone recordings, bro, where dude is saying, we need you to line this dude up so we can silence him. And dude said, I'm absolutely not doing that. Dude's my friend, I'm not doing that shit. Well, your loyalty's supposed to be to Joe. He's saying, like, yo, that part right there, Pistol Pete, he gonna have to pop out and clear that up and own that shit, bro. Or it's look like he's speaking for Joe, bro. They don't got Joe on the phone saying nothing crazy like that. And I'm with you. I think it's 20% truth to some of this shit, but the things to be expected. You know what I'm saying? You beefing with a nigga, so what? All right, cool. But the female shit, they gotta pop out. We live with Akademiks.
Hey, by the way, yo, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. What I realized in terms of how all this shit comes in, I don't know if you looked at the lawsuit. I know the Hunter side gonna have it and break it down. Half of the things that they claim and Joe said is a random Instagram that they said that's Joe's burner Instagram. What's the proof? They got a phone number tied to it, but again, they got to look into that and see where it's going. Where is the proof? You right, because it definitely ain't gonna be in his name. He definitely ain't gonna be paying that bill. I would hope not. But I'm gonna be real. That might be 20% of the truth. Hey, let me ask you a question. So a year ago, the guy does an interview. I watched his interview a little bit on stream. He does an interview with Choke No Joke. And he talking about Fat Joe and say, oh, Fat Joe left me for dead. Fat Joe promised me this. Fat Joe promised me that. Da, 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 da. He never once mentioned Fat Joe had me doing orgies. He was forcing me to fuck people in front of him. He was fucking kid. He ain't never mentioned that. All he said was that Fat Joe owed me money.
But you know how that shit go, bro. Yeah, you right. You right. I don't think it's going. And it's a civil suit anyway. It ain't even criminal. It's all civil. There's no criminal there.
Hey.
I don't think. Yeah.
You seen that the lawyer got arrested, right?
What lawyer?
The lawyer who filed that case because I guess when they said,
no, that's that same bobo that came at you.
Since you know that, yo.
I know what time it is.
Oh, yo.
That's the same one filing baloney and shit against you, hoping you would settle.
Yo.
He did it to a couple other people.
Yeah, T.I. Tony.
Yeah.
He brought
That's the
Nicki.
Same one. He files the cases for this amount of money, hoping you would settle, thinking the attorney cost is gonna be high. It's the same dude that filed the bogus shit on you. You know I know what time it is.
Hey, guess what happened? So when he sent the demand letter for $3 million to Fat Joe got ASAP Rocky lawyer. That's Taco Pina. Taco Pina said, "Man, fuck your demand letter. We suing the lawyer and you for extortion." And you know why he got arrested recently?
Why is that?
They try to serve him because he showed up to the Diddy case. They try to serve him, and when they try to serve him, he hopped in his car and hit the processor. He hit him with his car.
Wow.
This is
why would you run from being served?
Why would a lawyer run from being served? You deal in court all day.
Why would you run from being served?
Hey, do you think if Diddy beats this case, right? Let's do some scenarios. If Diddy beats this case, what does it hold for these allegations that we're seeing more often now than before? Are lawyers gonna start thinking, all right, we ain't gonna file every bullshit? Or are people gonna be like, you know what? Listen, yeah, if I'm salty that I used to deal with this guy, I think
here goes the problem. I think this was gonna happen. You intimate with this dude? Yeah. How long you been knowing him? 5 years. Okay. Willingly? Yeah. Get the fuck out of my office. Because, bro, it's one thing if you meet a chick one night, she said you slipped a Mickey, woke up, she go do a rape test, shit's there. It's one thing. Another thing, you been with this nigga 15 years, and even when you left him for the trainer, you came back and was fucking him while you was on the FaceTime with your trainer. Like, what we talking about, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about?
Hey, did you see that part of the Diddy trial? Oh, no, okay. I don't know if you've seen this. I posted on my page. Which, this is why, you know, a wise man told me, they said, listen, there's an act. You see, when you famous and you got money, they said no matter what happens with a girl, she could fuck your father. She could fuck your twin. She could fuck your son. When she's about to leave your place, make sure she leave with a smile. You got to take the L. Here's this. When Diddy found out Cassie was fucking the trainer, he told Cassie, I need that $50,000 that I paid this nigga to train you. I'm not taking this loss. You fucking that dude. And you know what she told him? She said, why you even saying that? You know you owe me for a lot. You owe me for a new face because you fucked up my face a lot of times. And Diddy said, fuck that. You fucked the help. I spent $50,000. You owe me $50,000.
Let me ask you a question.
It almost feels like if Diddy was just like, if Diddy just let it happen and took the L solidly, she would have never. Well, she probably would have still done it because she got broke.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You think Diddy was mad because she screwed the help, or you think he was mad that they didn't let him watch him screw the help?
Oh, that's a good one. I think it's because it screwed the help.
What do you think Diddy was mad about? Do you think Diddy was mad that Cassie screwed the trainer, or was he mad that they didn't let Diddy watch Cassie screw the trainer?
I never thought about it like that.
That's too late for that. Nah, shout out to Diddy. You already said asses are being taken in a major way.
Wait, is that Ray J?
That's Ray J.
Hey, ask Ray J what me and him gonna do a stream. He not trying to stream with me. He only trying to stream with Kai.
Whenever you want to do it. Whenever you want to do it.
Yo. Listen, if I gotta come to Cali, I'll come to Cali. We gotta do an IRL stream.